Hey guys, happy Sunday. I actually just finished filming, letting my sister choose my May TBR, and we're gonna get started on my May TBR a little bit early because I really want to start the first book we are going to be reading, which is If We Were Villains. So yeah, it's currently Sunday night. I haven't read in a couple of days. Actually, it's been a weird couple of days for me. We're gonna start If We Were Villains. I just got this book. It's actually the newest book I've gotten, and I was so happy my sister chose this for my May TBR because I just want to indulge in this book. So we're gonna get comfy in my bed and read, and you guys are just gonna kind of see throughout the week. Some days I barely read, some days I read a lot, and you're just gonna get to see. So let's do it. Okay, weird angle. I'm holding up by my feet. Anyways, we have the essentials. We have the book. I'm so excited to start. I have this bookmark from Indigo I got, and I also have my highlighter because I have a feeling I'm going to be highlighting a lot of stuff in this book because it's just amazing, I've heard. And look how well I kind of matched the highlighter to the cover, so that's cute. And then I think I'm going to put on either a reading vlog on my TV or I'm going to put on like the fireplace ambiance or something, and we're going to get started. And I will keep you guys posted throughout the week on my thoughts about this and if we get to another book. I'm not really sure. Alright, I'm about 25 pages in. We are on scene 5, and so far I'm absolutely loving it. Like, it's really good. So it's basically about these, there's 7 or 8 of them, characters. They're all 4th years in a theater, like, art school, and they're we get to learn about each one and their flaws and everything, and they're auditioning for a Shakespeare play they're going to do for their last year at this school. And they're all kind of like different characters, like they fit like the theater aesthetic of kids like you hear about. And they, from where I'm at, they've just figured out who they're gonna be. And Oliver, who is our main character, who is the one telling the story, as he's just gotten out of jail, says, I hope Richard doesn't jinx us. I just want this year to be good. So I feel like that was kind of like the very first part of the book, where the first 4 scenes of the book were kind of just like introducing us to all the characters and then kind of leading to what's going to be the main plot line, that it doesn't end up being a good year, I believe. But I'm really liking it so far. I haven't really read many books of this genre, whatever you'd call this genre, and so far I'm really liking it. So we're gonna continue. Hey guys, it is the next day, so I ended up falling asleep just a couple minutes after I was filming for you guys yesterday. Last night I only got about 40 pages into These Violent Delights, and then we read every day at school, so I got to read about 16 pages at school. We're on page 54, and I'm really intrigued and enjoying this. It's definitely a different genre of books that I normally go for, the romance fantasy. But we are going to continue it out here for an hour before I go on a walk with my mom. We're just going to sit outside. It's kind of breezy, a little chilly, but it's also kind of nice outside. So let's do it. So I just reached Act 2, and like I said, absolutely loving it. So we met all the characters, we know all about them, and they are being casted for the play Caesar. But for Halloween they did another play, Macbeth I believe it's called. And then something just happened. Obviously I can't say because this is a no spoiler video, but it's kind of like the precursor to like the main point of the story, so I'm very intrigued. I think I'm just gonna sit here and keep reading and we'll see what happens. I'm currently on page 83 though, so yeah. Okay, so we have just reached Act 3, which is page 140 something, and oh my goodness, it just ended on the craziest plot twist ever. Something happened to one of the characters, so we're just gonna continue because I'm loving this. so much. Oh my goodness. So it's 10 something and I am over halfway actually. I'm on page 193. I fear this book will ruin me and I am so scared. So currently we're at like 140 something pages and it is Monday. Yesterday we read 47, so I don't know if I'm going to read any more tonight or I might watch a bit of BookTube on my TV, but we'll see. Regardless, we are finishing this hopefully by Wednesday. Hey guys, happy Tuesday. Yesterday we ended up reading 145 pages, so we had a really good reading day. And today I'm not at school and I don't have any homework and I was supposed to have a test to study for, but it got canceled. So we kind of have the whole day to ourselves. So we're gonna start off the morning by going out on the deck and doing some reading. It looks like it's gonna storm, so hopefully not, but we're gonna go out there for a little bit anyways. I've read about 20 pages, but I'm getting kind of hungry for breakfast. It's about 9 in the morning, so I'm gonna go make a peanut butter bagel and then we might come back out here, but I don't know because it's starting a little bit here to look like it's gonna rain, so I don't know, we'll see. But we are still loving this. It's getting really good. Something happened to someone and the police are trying to figure it out and the characters are kind of like on edge a lot and it's getting really good. I think we're about to get to something big within like the next 50 to 60 pages. While my bagel is cooking, I gotta tell you guys one more thing. I am absolutely loving how close the characters are and they're all just kind of like siblings, and specifically James and Oliver. I'm sorry, I can't. They're cute. They're not even obviously together yet where I am at all. I don't even know if they end up being together, but they're so cute how like much they care about each other and just how comfortable they are with each other. It's so cute. So if something happens to one of them, I will be sobbing today. All right, it is 10 o'clock in the morning and we are on Act 4. I had to look at my clock for that. We are on Act 4, which might be the last act. I'm not really sure, but we are on page 244, so we've read about 60 pages, I believe, if that math is right so far today. But I feel like I should be doing something right now, so I need to make sure that I didn't have anything else I needed to do before we continue. But we are finishing this today, 100%. Okay, we are on whatever Act V is, I forget, I think maybe 5, and page 296. So we've read like 104 pages today, and I only have 60 something more, so we're doing really good. I was tanning for a little bit, but it's really windy out, and every time I went to tan, it would be cloudy. So we're gonna continue. So it's 5:05, still Tuesday, and we finished our first book this week, If We Were Villains by M.L. Rio. Oh my goodness, I rated this book 5 stars. It was amazing. It wasn't anything like I've ever read before, but I definitely think I'm going to enjoy this genre more as I find more books like it. It was sad, it was devastating, it did everything it needed to do. So I'm gonna make dinner. I don't know if we'll read any more today, so I might catch up with you guys tomorrow, but we have finished our first book of the week. Hey guys, so it's later on Tuesday night. It's 9:42 p.m. I've showered, done everything I needed to do for the night, and I kind of want to jump into another book. Problem is I don't know what book I want to jump into, and we have obviously the TBR my sister chose. If you haven't watched that video, it will be out by the time this is posted, so we need to find what book we want to start next. But I don't know, she gave me like the most random TBR, and I'm really trying to stick to my TBRs so I don't buy more books. So the top 4 options right now, the one I do want to start right now is Queen of Shadows. In the reading order I'm reading, it's the 5th book in the Throne of Glass series. It's just so big, I don't know if I want to like lay down and like read it yet. Training the Heart is another option. It's the 2nd book in the Silver Pine series, so I'm already going into it knowing the characters. And then we have The Fake Out, which is the second book in the Vancouver Storm series, which I loved. Behind the Net. I love a good hockey romance. I just read, yeah, I just read 2 hockey romances though, and they are quite repetitive, so I don't know. And The Perfect Marriage, which I had no intention of picking up this year at all. I've heard only negative about this book, but it would be, any thriller book is a fast read for me. So I'm gonna do some research on each of these books while I watch Ellie Rosam's new video, and we'll come up with a verdict. I think we might start Training the Heart because last month I read 2 hockey romances back to back, and like I had already said, they get repetitive. Like, it's literally just the same plot line through every single book. So is cowboy romances, but I haven't read one in a while. So we're gonna start Training the Heart by Paisley Hope and see how we like it. Hey guys, happy Thursday. I accidentally forgot to film yesterday because I didn't do much reading yesterday. So at the end of Tuesday, I ended up having read 162 pages of If We Were Villains, which finished that book off. And then I started Training the Heart, and I got about 21-ish pages in before I fell asleep. Then yesterday, I only read 21 pages of Training the Heart at school. I didn't do a lot of reading last night. I didn't do any reading last night. And then that brings us to today. And so far we've read 21 pages. It's weird how it's the same amount every day. We get to read in class for 20 minutes, so I'm reading like about a page a minute. It is raining. It is perfect reading weather, so I think we might sit down and do a bit of reading later on tonight. But I will keep you posted. I just thought I'd give you that update because I haven't talked to you guys since Tuesday. But so far I am really liking Training the Heart. It definitely is spicy, but I love being back in the Silver Pines world, so yeah. Okay, hey guys, it's actually Friday. I've read about 30 pages of Training the Heart, but I did have a really busy day. I was helping out at my mom's school's track meet the whole day. So now I get to go to work till midnight. Anyways, I'm gonna read and I'm gonna watch Kendall's new video, and I leave in about an hour, so work till midnight. This will be fun. Hey guys, so it's actually Sunday. I'm going to admit I haven't read a lot this week. This was like a really off reading week. Yesterday I read from page 130 to 211, so we did get a good chunk of Training the Heart down. However many pages that is, I'll do the math on the screen. But we're going to a hockey game in a bit, and I have to start cooking dinner with my siblings in about an hour. But for that time being, we are going to do some reading because we haven't done any yet today, and I'm loving this book. Ivy and Wade are so cute. They finally like admitted they like each other, and they're at the rodeo, or not, they're not at the rodeo, they're in Nashville looking for a horse for the Derby race. So very interesting. I've never read one with Derby races before yet, so it's kind of like different than all the other cowboy books I've read because I've read quite a bit. But anyways, we're just gonna sit and get all cozy and read before I have to make dinner. Hey guys, it's a bit later on Sunday night. We are on page 284, so we are almost done Training the Heart, and I'm really loving it. Like, it's really good. I don't know if I explained what it was about or not, but I'll give you a rundown in case I didn't, because I forget. It's basically it's the second book to the Silver Pine series. The first one is called Holding the Reins, and this one takes on the brother of the main character girl in the last book, and his name is Wade Ashby, and he's like your grumpy, moody ranch owner, and he has to hire a new rancher, and he chooses this girl named Ivy, and it's a love story. Ivy is very like upbeat and bubbly, and he's like moody and grumpy, but she breaks the facade basically. But yeah, I think I'm gonna do a little bit more reading. I kind of want to get to page 300 at least tonight. But that being said, I feel like this vlog is kind of a fail because like the past 3 or 4 days I haven't really like caught up and talked to you guys, but it's been a really busy last 4 days. That is why. I promise you, I'm not ignoring you. So we're gonna keep reading a bit, and I'll probably catch up with you guys maybe tomorrow to wrap this up, and you'll see my realistic day in the life of reading, or week in the life of reading, on a slow week of reading. Okay, this marks the end of the challenge. It's Monday night, so it's been a week. Last night I ended up reading to page 297, so we're gonna try and finish it maybe tonight, I don't know. But I will put the total amount of pages from today up on, or from yesterday up on the screen, and then we will tally it all up and I'll be out of here. Okay, so in total for the whole entire week we read 611 pages. We started and finished If We Were Villains, and we started and got within the last couple like 130-ish pages of Training the Heart. Not a bad week of reading, just a little bit slower than some other weeks. Anyways, we are going to continue this, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.